So somewhere along the line, I was like, maybe it's just one baby. I don't know how it would have gotten in there. I have no idea. There were a lot of things going through my mind. Honestly, for this tale, I need my coffee. I just washed my dreads, so they are in the towel, and let's hope they stay put. I am going to use this gorgeous palette today, the WhatsUp Beauty Dragon palette. Can we just see how cool? How cool. I think that the color story is so pretty. So I want to play with that today. I will also show you the swatches because I just want to dig in right now. I think I'm going to start with foundation though, as I usually do. Do I still have primer left in here? The Kombucha Skin Shot. I don't know if I still have any left. Oh, I do. Yay! Yay! Okay. Let me mix up some foundation. So, the tale of basically how, I don't know, I found out about my grandbabies, or let's call it that. How I found out about the grandbabies. How Nikki became a grandma. Some of you already know this tale, and some of you do not. It all started, I don't know, last year maybe, something like that. We kind of have to back up a little bit, I think, to go really to the start. I'm going to milk this for all it's worth, just so you know. So a little while ago, basically, kind of, I don't know, last year or something, I saw something on AliExpress. No, it was, I think a year and a half ago, I saw something on AliExpress and I was like, I really need that. It was a sign. It basically said, instead of one tarantula lives here, many tarantulas live here. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up. I love that sign so much. I really wanted that sign. Then I only had 2 tarantulas, so I needed more, right? Otherwise the sign would be wrong. So I found a local supplier and I ordered 3 tarantulas. I'm just going to do my eyes now because I really want to dig in. I'm going to use the Alter Ego primer. Now, these eyeshadows don't need an eye primer, but I'm just going to use one because I really want to try this one out. So for the new tarantulas, I did a lot of research. I knew that these could live communally without any issues as long as you feed them regularly, which you should kind of do anyway, right? Kind of feeling a purple moment. So I want to play with these mattes here. I'm going to start with that one, which is the shade Spikes. Now, when they arrived, I will put the official name on the screen. I'm so bad with all those official names. I usually just remember what they are called, you know, just regularly. And they are called the Trinidad Olive Dwarf Tarantula. They are very, very pretty. One of their nicknames is the Bumblebee because of the stripes that they have on their back. They don't get too big, so that's nice. That's nice. I ordered 3 females because I wanted to have them all in one tank. I named them the Sanderson sisters. All was well. All was well. They are actually a little bit of a webber as well, but not humongous webs, if that makes any sense. So all 3 sisters had, you know, their own corner of the tank, and they were flourishing. They were growing very nicely. They weren't out a lot. I don't, when I say out, I don't mean out of the tank, but I mean out of their burrows. We actually don't let them out of their tanks. So they were growing very, very well. They had their adult. I actually never saw them molting, but I could see them growing because they molted inside of their burrows. Okay, I'm going to go to the shade Powerful. Now, you have to remember, I'm not an expert on sexing tarantulas, you know, determining if they're male or female. There are some genetic or generic, that was the word, generic things that you can look for. Usually females, the butt of a female is bigger than the one of a male, you know, kind of things like that. You can tell by the molds usually. So, but for me, I don't know. I don't know. You know, they don't hold up a sign and say I'm a male or a female. Or as we say, you cannot see it by the color of their socks either. So, it's just a Dutch expression. Dutch expression. But they were going well. We saw them, well, I don't want to say regularly, but because they were bigger, they were, you know, on display more often. We could see that there was still 3 in there. So also, you know, a little bit about the other spiders that I have. I have, as I said, I have 5. We have a Brazilian black, which always molts in the open. He's always on display. It's just a gorgeous spider. Then we have Scarlet. She's a Mexican red rump. She's actually, I think she's always molting. So it's very normal for her to go basically in hiding for roughly half a year, maybe even longer. It's not that weird. So, you know, all the spiders are a little bit different. So when the Sanderson sisters were going to, I'm going to go to the shade Smoke. When the Sanderson sisters were going into hiding again, I was like, oh, they're just going to molt. You know, I'm not a tarantula. What do I know? And it was kind of what I had seen from them as well, what they did. So I wasn't worried. Webbing in one part of the tank was getting a little bit thicker. Still, did not really notice anything weird. The only thing that I did notice was it almost looked like some of the other webs that we had were getting neglected. But I was like, you know, if they're in their burrows and they're going to mold, it's not really that weird, right? It's just the upkeep then is a little bit more difficult. I'm going to determine what kind of shimmer I'm going to use. I think I need to do that one, I think, yes. Oh, that's also pretty. I think I need the green scales. Yes, I need scales because that's just so pretty. Okay. So let me grab a shimmer primer. Not that I really need it with these, but I'm going to use it anyway. So, you know, all was well, all was calm for a few weeks, and well, nothing really weird was going on actually. So I couldn't see any. All the burrows were closed up for what I could see, so I wasn't worried at all. And then oh, now that's pretty. Oh yeah, I like that. So this is it's a sparkly shimmer, but still smooth. I want underneath my eye. I think underneath my eye I want to shade Monster, this one, which is the purple one. And again, I'm going to go to the shimmer primer first. Put that on my lower lash line. So I was upstairs painting, I believe. I was creating a mandala, and cute. My husband came upstairs and he was like, one is out, one is out. And again, what he means by that is that it's out of the burrow. So I went downstairs, planted my face in front of the terrarium, and there she was. She was stunning, on full display, and they're just stunning spiders. For inner corner, do I want that one, or I wanted this one, which is the shade Fly. So we were very enthusiastic. Just, you know, we love the way that they look. I don't know, what can I say? I'm very much a fan of the tarantulas that I have. So we were very happy to see that that one of them was on display again. So I was kind of checking out the rest of the tank to see if any of the others were out, but we could only see her, or one of them. And then my husband said, look, she has a little friend. On the back wall of the terrarium, we could see a very small spider just walking on the glass. Now, it's not really weird, because sometimes that just happens. We've had it actually happen that one of the basically crossback spiders that we have here in the Netherlands made a tiny itty bitty tiny web in one of the terrariums. They leave each other alone. They don't eat each other. It's just, you know, they sometimes just have a friend. This time though, when I was looking at the tiny spider that was walking there, I was like, that's a tarantula. So my husband was like, no, you're kidding. I was like, no, that's a tarantula. Let me finish off the face, and then I'll be back and tell you the rest of the tail. Yes. This is the look. Let me tell you the rest of the tail. So, where were we? Oh yeah, with the baby, the itsy bitsy tarantula, right? So I was in denial. I was like, no, there's no way. How there are 3 females in this tank? How? So I was kind of thinking of. So my husband said, what is it possible that one was already, you know, pregnant when you got them? And I was like, no, they were too small. They were way too small. So somewhere along the line, I was like, maybe it's just one baby. I don't know how it would have gotten in there. I have no idea. There were a lot of things going through my mind, but in my mind was fixed that I had 3 females in that tank. So I actually got a flashlight and I just went looking, in the tank, and we saw a lot of babies. And I mean a lot of babies. So basically, I've come to terms with the fact that I did not have the Sanderson sisters, but I at least had, I don't know, one Sanderson sister and at least one brother. As far as we know, there's one adult left in the terrarium, and then I think I have I don't know, 20 babies or something. So yeah, so I'm a grandma. Right now, they are still in one terrarium. They are pretty small. They are about a centimeter in length. The body is about a centimeter in length. And I know that I should actually remove all the babies and put them all in separate containers, but they're so tiny that and also I'm I don't know, I kind of feel sad that I then have to, pull them all apart. When mama is out, the babies are following her. It's just the cutest thing ever. So I don't want to keep them all. But I will have to see if I can separate male from female. I don't know how to do that. And as I said, I don't want to keep them all, but I also don't want to ship them. I don't know how to ship them. So I will probably, I don't know, there bound to be people where I live who want a baby tarantula, so I'll just do it that way. But yeah, I was kind of in shock and honestly a little bit in denial. So yeah, so instead of having 5 tarantulas, we now have a crap ton. So if you're one of the people who knows how to separate the male and the female from the Trinidad olive dwarf tarantula, I think it has to do with the shape of the butt. Because when I look at the babies now, some have more of a almost a teardrop shape and others are a little bit more narrow, and I don't know, I don't want to say almond shape, but a little bit longer instead. I don't know. We have babies. We have babies. And listen, I wanted more tarantulas, but I was not planning on having, I don't know, 33 or something in one go. I was not planning on that. I also don't really have the room for that. So yeah, so I kind of want to keep them communally because I feel that at least, I don't know, this may sound weird, but the energy seems right, if that makes any sense. It seems like they are enjoying living communally. And I don't know if that's just in my head, but that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from the terrarium. So yeah. So that was the tale of how Nikki became a grandma. Let's kind of go over the eyeshadow palette. So the Alter Ego primer, it's actually very nice. It's the second time that I've used it. I've used so many primers. I like it. It gives me blendability. It gives me grip. It doesn't have a very heavy base shade, because me being an olive, if I have a base shade that's too peachy or too yellow, it warps my eyeshadow, and I don't feel like it did that. I also think that the eyeshadows performed very, very well. So the mattes that I used, yes, I only used these, but I know that these will work for me. They're easier colors to make and they will work with my skin tone. So here I was kind of like, I kind of want to see how they perform and how they will go with my skin, and they go on well. I had a little bit of skipping here, but that was my own fault blending wise. The shimmers are stunning. So they look very sparkly when I look at them. But then when I feel them and basically swatch them, they are sparkly, but they are not glittery, in the sense that sometimes when you have certain eyeshadows, especially the very nice sparkly ones, right, they kind of have glittery particles in them as well to get that extra shine. And sometimes they, I almost want to say, stand out a little bit more. I don't know how to explain it, but basically when I swatch this, it is still sparkly, but it is more smooth and less textured. I don't really know how to explain it. They look sparkly, they look very, very nice. They are very shiny and sparkly without having a lot of glitter particles that don't really want to stick in the binder, if that makes any sense at all. I don't know. I love her eyeshadow formula. This was sent to me in PR. Did I mention that? I hope I did. But it was sent to me in PR. This is the third palette that she released, I believe, and at least the third palette that I tried. I really like this. I love this a lot. I think that the color story is very, very pretty. It's this part is a little bit more cool toned, and here you have a little bit more of a peachiness. Why do I have a hair? Why can I not find it? Helps. I think that the color story works very well together. I love a color like this, and especially in combination with the purples. You can go a little bit more soft and almost everyday if you want to. You can go a little bit more dramatic, but even though I feel that I went on the more dramatic route, for me it's not humongously dramatic, if that makes any sense. This is a color scheme that I very much enjoy, hence the fact that I use it. I also think that it will be, that green shade will be very pretty combined with these two, and then maybe that one a little bit more in the inner corner, or this one on your lower lash line. If you're like, I love the color story, but this one is maybe a little bit too heavy for me, use this on your lower lash line to get that little bit of a pop, and then go a little bit more, I don't know, in your comfort zone with the rest if you want to. This is the formula that I know from her, that I basically have come to expect from her. So her mattes are nice, they feel soft to the touch, they are nice and pigmented, they are blendable, they are buildable, and the shimmers are very, very pretty. What I do want to say though is, if you use the shimmers with a dry brush, you will create fallout, which honestly is with most shimmers. But I noticed it when the brush got a little bit drier on this side, that I created a little bit more fallout, but I could wipe it away easily. So I don't know, guys, what to tell you. I love this a lot, and I very much want to keep on playing with this. As I said, this was sent to me in PR. I don't think that I have a code with her. I'm actually not sure. You could try NIKKIRAVEN. If I have a code, that will be it. So thank you so much for sending this my way. I very much love the vibe of this. I love the fact that it works with my warm toned olive complexion as well, and I think that a lot of people will really like it. So I think that was it. I just wanted to do a fun video chatting about how Nikki became a grandmother, and still looking glorious as ever. You know, I don't look a day older than, I don't know, yesterday. But that's neither here nor there. And I really wanted to play with this palette because it's just so pretty. And it's going to have, I think it's also going to go on display, because I love the front so much. So I think she nailed it. I think she did. So let me know if you got the palette. The palette is already live, and I will link down below where you can find it. Let me know if you got it. Let me know if you enjoyed my video. Let me know, I don't know, if you have any tips on separating the male from the female babies. And yeah. Let me also know if you have any tarantulas and what kind. So preferably also basically the regular name, because I'm very bad at remembering the official names of the spiders. Yes, I think that is going to be it for today. Let me know if it was entertaining. Honestly, guys, they are so cute. I think they're very cute. They just you know, they just walk around after mama and they're already webbing up their own part of the enclosure. I just think that they're so cute. So what can I say? What can I say? That is it for today though. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down in the comment section below. Don't forget to check out my description box for also where you can buy my art if you are so interested, and for codes and all that, that is all in the description box down below. Thank you for watching. I'm going to wish you a fantastic day, a fabulous evening. May your foundation always match your neck, and I will see you soon in another video. Bye.